Kyosuke, right. Hello guys, welcome to our channel Shorin-ryu Family Karate. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how we can do the rotations, basic also, even the basic rotations 1 to 13. But actually, since I have already made one video earlier, that is 1 to 6, that there also I have going step by step, instructing about how to do the 1 to 6 rotations. So today in this video, what I'm going to do is from 7 to 13 rotation. First I will explain. So people who have already seen my previous video 1 to 6, they will not be getting bored. So the 7 to 13 rotations will be narrated well. It will be instructed step by step. Later, after 13 rotations, again I will be talking about the 1 to 6 again. So for people who have missed my earlier video, it will be helpful for them to see and learn 1 to 6. But please understand that 1 to 6 is a basic thing. If you don't know 1 to 6 rotation, this 7 to 13 rotations will be hard for you to do it. But still, please make sure that watch my previous video also in order to understand 1 to 6 basic rotations. Okay, now let's start our instructions today. Now these bow rotations, let me tell you first how, when you are going to select the bow, there are several bows or sticks or staffs you can select from from the shops, from your different vendors. Make sure that the bow, when you select it, it should be minimum of your height or more than your height. 6 feet is always the best ideal bow for anyone to buy. Now make sure that our aim of the bow rotation is not just for some trick or demonstrations. It is to strengthen our shoulders, our arms and our upper body and our movement, to perfect our movements. So that should be in our mind when we are learning this bow rotation. It is not for demonstrations and all that. Of course you can do it, but our aim is to strengthen our upper body. Okay guys, so the 7th rotation is a very simple one. If you have noticed my first rotation, the basic rotation, it's almost a combination from down to the up. So how we are going to do is this, that this is the number 4th rotations. This is the number 4th rotation, and the same way as it goes here to this hand, it goes up. As it is going up, same movement, the hand will be coming this much. Then you are holding here in the beginning. Later, once you become expert, you can hold it up here like this. So in the initial stage, you hold from here, then rotate, it goes back and it comes again. It goes up and it is coming to the back. Try not to hold it in the front, try to hold it at the back and take it from the back. So I call this one front upper back. Okay, we are going to demonstrate that. Kyosuke, number 7th rotation. Ready, right? Yoi. Ready, number 7th rotation, start. This is number 7th rotation. If you know the number 1, you will know how to exchange your hands. Okay guys? Okay, thank you so much. Now, we are going to do number 8. Number 8 rotation. Similarly, if you have noticed, we were doing it from the front to the upper back. Now the same way, what we are going to do is from the lower back, we are going to the upper back. So it's a very simple one. So the same rotations, you have to do it to the back. To do that, you need to know our 5th rotation. So 5th rotation, we are combining with this. So the 5th one is turning to the back. So from there, again, the stick will go up and you are holding the same way and the stick will come. It doesn't come to the front. You will be moving backward. So it is going up, again is coming. So as it is coming, you have to hold it the same way, it goes back. Okay, and going to the back again, I'm going to show you how we have to hold at the back. So as we can see, this is how. Please watch my previous video, or at the end of this video I'll be narrating about how to hold at the back. Then we are moving to the same way, it is going up and is coming the same way here. Okay, so be careful guys. Okay, we are going to do number 8 now. Kyosuke, ready, right? Number 8 rotation. Yoi, ready, start. we have to do initially do it very slowly. Once you get the hang of it, you can improve the speed. Okay, this is number 8. Okay, thank you guys. Now, number 9. Number 9 rotation is a very simple one also. Only thing is that you should know what is number 4. If you know number 4th rotation is in the stationary stance, so you will be rotating. Now in number 9 is that you will be starting to move, and how you are going to move is that first you keep, if you are moving to your left side, turn your right leg to this side, then turn again. Then you have to come reverse. So this leg again will come, and again the right leg will be replaced. This is how we are going to do number 9. Okay, so number 9 is what? One more thing what you need to concentrate is that you should not be moving while you are holding in the right hand. For example, if you are holding on the right hand, when you want to move to your left side, from the right hand, when you are changing to your left hand, that's the time you start moving. You start moving, and it goes, and make sure that the stick is moving to the back and it comes to the front. Then again you hold it. Once you change the hand, you are again moving backward or reverse the same leg. And again the stick should go back. As it is going back, it has to come again front. Then only you are supposed to move. Okay, let's see number 9 rotation. It's a movement from one side to another. Okay, Chosuke, ready, right? Number 9 rotation. Yoi, ready, start. This is number 9. The footwork is the main part here. So you have to be very careful about number 9. Don't hit on your knees. Don't hit on your head too. So you have to be very careful about how you hold your stick, and you have to be careful about your elbows. Okay, thank you so much guys. Okay, now we are going to do number 10. What is the difference between number 9 and 10 is not that much, because if you have seen it, you are changing from one hand to the other hand when you are doing the number 9th one. Number 10th one is that you don't change hand at all. In the same hand, you will be moving the same way you will be moving. Same thing. As you are moving, same thing you will be moving, and you will be coming back. Okay, this is what number 10 is. So, only thing is that make sure that once you reach that area, the hand should go back, and then as it is coming front, then only you turn. And again, once you reach to this side, make sure the hand is going back and it comes front again. Okay guys, we are going to do number 10. Okay, ready, right? Number 10, yoi, ready, start. It's a little risky because it is one hand. As you are not changing or exchanging hand to another hand, it may be having a little hardness. It may be having a little movement problem, movement issue. But once you get the hang of it, then the movement is going to be good. Okay, thank you so much guys. That was number 10th rotation. Now, number 11th. Number 11, if you have seen, all these rotations are connected. You can't do just straight away number 11 or number 9 or number 10. You can't do it. So my request to you is that first you start practicing the first to 6 rotations. Okay, so number 11th we are going to do. Number 11th rotation is, we call it as the center bow rotation. You may have seen in several videos also. It's a very nice, beautiful rotation. Only thing is that if you have seen the videos, it is easy to rotate in the front here. This is the rotation. So what you should do is, you have to hold both hands at the same place. Little bit here and there is okay, there is no problem. But the beauty of the rotation is once you are able to hold the hand in the same place. So this is the rotation what you are going to do, but not in the center. Here, lower. You have to do it upper. So if you are able to do it upper, because our aim is not just demonstration. If you are demonstrating, you can do it here in the front. But our idea is to strengthen our upper body, our shoulders. Okay. So what you should do, we should do it upward, meaning you have to hold it above your head and do the same thing. And we call it a center bow rotation. Okay. Number 11th one. Okay. Shall we start number 11th? Can you come a little more front? Okay. Move little sides. Okay, ready guys? Okay, we are going to do number 11th rotation. Okay, kyosuke, ready? Okay, number 11th rotation, yoi, ready, start. This is also you have to move from one side to another. Don't stay stagnant. The leg movement is the same as you are moving one side to another. Don't be so fast or don't be so hasty in moving your foot. You should know, you have to feel the movement of your bow and accordingly you have to move. It should be in synchrony. It should be in synchronization with the bow that you have to move your foot also. Otherwise, it doesn't move well. You are going to get hit also. Thank you so much, guys. Now, if you have noticed, number 11th rotation and number 11th rotation and number 12th rotation is very much similar. The only difference is that the same moment you have to move from one side to another, you have to move. But the only difference is that instead of holding the bow at the center, you are going to hold the bow at the at the end, one end. Now, how to hold the bow? You can't just hold it in the end and do it. Okay, and this is one of the best way you can strengthen, you can make your shoulders so strong. Now, how to hold that? First, what you should do is you have to hold the bow at the back of you. So hold the bow at the back of you and don't hold at the tip of the bow. Instead, you have to hold near your neck area. So anyone, whether it is a small guy also or children, can easily practice this. So what you should do is keep the bow at your back and make sure that you have to hold the bow with your hand on the neck area, your neck position. Don't hold it up. You should be here. So here, I'll show you again. So instead of holding it on the top, you hold it below here. Then you raise it. So what will happen is that there are chances for the bow to hit on your feet as you are rotating. As it is a long bow, it may really give you wounds or it can cut your feet. Okay, so you have to be be careful. So and it's very hard also because it's not that easy to lift that entire long bow, and it should go near your feet. So guys, shall we start? The same movement, moving side to the other side, you have to do the same thing. Okay, number 12 rotation we are going to do. Kyosuke, ready, ready. Number 12 rotation, yoi, ready. Keep your bow at the back. Kyosuke, ready, ready. Number 12 rotation, yoi. Okay, start. Number 12 rotation, long bow rotation. We are going to start. This is a little hard one, so you have to be very careful. Make sure that the bow is moving toward near your feet, otherwise it doesn't help you. And try to keep your hands, both hands, overhead, above your head, so that the upper body is going to get maximum benefit of it. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Stand. Okay guys, this is what you saw was the 12th one. Very simple. And we are going to do the 13th one. Now number 13th, if you have noticed, it is 2 bow rotations. And in our previous video, as I have told you, we'll be again talking about that later. But the 13th one is 2 bows moving from one side to another. Can you take the bow? 2 bows, guys? So the same rotation, and don't get confused because in the 4th rotation, what you are going to do is this one is going down. And as you are changing hand, this bow will be going upward, isn't it? That is what you are doing in the 4th rotation. Don't confuse with 4th rotations and the 13th rotation. The 13th rotation is that both the sides it will go down only. This hand also it will go down. Right and left hand, the rotation is downward. And make sure that the hand movement is always one hand goes back, another hand comes front. That is what you should do. And the leg movement, you have to also use it. Okay? Okay. Kyosuke guys, ready. 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 Double bow rotation, moving from side to side. Yoi. Ready. Okay, start guys. Number 13th rotation. Start. This is double bow rotation, little hard. But the leg movement is more important. This is the 13th rotation. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Please stop. Okay. Now, as you have seen, I am going to now include or continue with the 1 to 6 rotation. What was a number 1 rotation and to 6 rotation? Very simple. If you have not watched my previous video about 1 to 6 rotation, this is I am going to teach now 1 to 6. Okay, guys. The first rotation. Okay, first rotation is that what you should do is take a bow and try to take the center of the bow. How can you do the center of the bow? How can you take the center of the bow? It's not about the length of the bow, it's about the weight of the bow. There are many a time the bow can be little heavier in one side and little lighter in other side, irrespective of the bow. Okay, it may be a bow that is, you can say this is a cane bow and cane stick, and there are also, you can get it wooden bow, normal wood also, so out of wood. But still the bow can be also little heavier in one side and little lighter on the other side. So what you should do is always make sure that you see the weight of the bow by checking at the center, then hold it at the center. Now what you should do is, if you are holding on the right side, right hand on the bow, then the left hand you have to keep it at the bottom. Then if your right hand is holding, then try to rotate to the rightward rotation. Now the rotation, I am going to do the same thing. So my left hand is up, down, right hand is up, then the hand is moving right, the stick is moving rightward, and you know that I am not holding immediate bow, the immediately next bow. I am not holding it. See, you can see I am holding now to show you what will happen. You are not supposed to hold. So I am just holding the immediate bow. The stick is coming toward the end. So what we need to do is, again I am showing you, what you should do is, we have to skip the immediate one, and the next one only you are supposed to hold. So the hand will be literally circling a little, then the next one. So I am not holding this, the next one I am holding. Then again I am not holding this, the next one I am holding. Okay, skipping and holding. So we call this as a skip and hold rotation. Okay, we are going to do skip and hold rotation. You can remove one bow. Okay, keep it down. We are going to do number 1 rotation now. This is a basic one which you should learn. Okay, ready, number 1 rotation. Ready, yoi, start. Try to keep the hand close to each other. If possible, try to stick the hand together. And it's a very good rotation for your fist. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Now we are going to do number 2 rotation. Number 2 rotation, if you have noticed, we call it as armpit rotation. As I have told in the beginning, our aim is to strengthen our upper body. So what you should do is, you have to hold, and this is very good for that. This rotation is a good exercise for that. Now you have to hold the bow in the both ends, not both ends, almost like you have to make the bow into 3 sections, so equal sections of distance wise. So you have to hold the hand this way, and you are going to bring to one hand, the opposite hand to the opposite armpit, and the other hand will go to the opposite side this way. So you may feel that it is easy to hold it in the center and do it. Of course, if you are going for demonstrations, you can do that. But our aim is not just demonstration. Our aim is to strengthen the body. So what you should do is, the exercise is this. Your 1 shoulder distance is what the appropriate or adequate spacing for the catching of the bow. So the hand will be coming to the opposite, the armpit, and it goes down. The only mistake what you should not repeat is that, see what I am doing, I am turning my body, or I am slightly bending my body. Try not to bend and try not to turn. Your body should be there as, it should not be turned or it should not be bent. So try to do that. Is a good exercise for your upper body, guys. Okay, this is number 2 rotation. Kyosuke. Ready? Number 2 rotation. Yoi. Ready. Start number 2. Armpit rotation. Okay, thank you. Now we are going to do number 3 rotation. Okay, in the number 3 rotation, this is also, if you know number 1 rotation, number 3 is very easy. Now what is number 3 is that the number 1 rotation, see the same changing hand, you will be alternating the hand. One hand, as you are holding the upper hand on the up and the lower hand down, the left hand down, the right hand up, once it comes to other side, you will be changing. You will be changing. You will be changing. So it is coming to one side to another side. So you can see how it is. So as I am holding my right hand up, I am going to move to my left side. Then I am changing the hand. The same thing. It is like, as you have seen the nunchaku, basic nunchaku rotation also. This is how the nunchaku rotation is done, isn't it? This is how the nunchaku rotation is done. Nunchaku, isn't it? But in the bow, what you should do is, as the bow is coming, one more rotation you have to give. Same like number 1 rotation. See, one more rotation you have to give. Here, one more rotation. Hold it. The hand is being exchanged to the lower ward. Okay. See, the hand is coming. You are not even removing the hand from each other. The hand is there attached. Okay. So it's coming. Okay. This way. Watch. Hand is attached. Now the hand is changed to other side. And it is coming to the lower end. This is number 3 rotation. Don't confuse with number 3 and number 4 rotation. Number 3 and number 4 are totally different. So number 3 rotation. Okay. Ready. Ready. Number 3 rotation. Yoi. Ready. Start. This is number 3 rotation, guys. Now, number 4 rotation. Number 4 rotation. In order to do number 4 rotation, what you should do is learn how to do in one side only, the bow rotation in one side. This is, if you see, the bow is moving downward. For that, how can you see whether you are moving correct or not, whether you are circling correct or not, is that you have to consider one end of the bow as a head and another end as a tail. And how can you see that tail and the head is that the thumb, where the thumb is pointing, that area you have to consider as a head, and the pinky, the small finger, where it is pointed, that area is your tail. Now make sure that concentrate in one end, that is your head of the of the bow or the stick. So what you should do is concentrate that it should go down, and it comes and it goes back. And again it comes up, it goes back. So try to keep the hand as steady as possible. You can lift up to your shoulder height, or you can bring it down. Initially, I prefer you do it in the lower area, okay? Lower rotation here. And let it go. And your hand should not be just moving this sideways. Don't do that. Try to do it in this as close as to the body, okay? This way. So the stick should go this way. Now this one is one side, it is going downward, isn't it? Now if you have seen, you have to reverse this one to show to the other side. So one side it will be this, okay, reverse, and another side is down. Okay, this is downward. So if in this side you are doing downward rotation, and you change to the other hand, just combining the number 1 rotation, and here it is upward. Here we are going to do it upward, and the hand is, as it is coming, again the hand is moving the same way like number 1 rotation, okay? Number 1 rotation changing, again is going downward here, and the other side is upward. This is number 4th rotation, guys. Okay, we are going to do number 4. And you are not going to move from one side to another, because this is a simple basic one. Okay, ready? Ready? Number 4 rotation. Yoi. Ready, start. Don't confuse this one with number 3. Number 3 and number 4 are totally different. Okay, thank you guys. Okay guys, number 5th rotation is the same as like number 4th rotation, but slightly different, because number 5th rotation you will be moving the bow full body. Now how you do that? Because if you see the number 4th rotation, you are moving the bow only in front of you. So it is moving, and this is upward, and you are exchanging the bow in the front. It's coming here and it's moving. While the 5th rotation is that you have to exchange the bow through backward. And how we do that? See, watch. This is right side, I'm doing downward, and I'm exchanging at the back, and the bow is coming in the front, and is exchanging in the front, and is going again to the right side. This is what. Now, if you have noticed, the front side, how you exchange hand is just like number 1 rotation. Just this way. This is how you rotate in the front and changing hand. While in the back it is different. In the back it is that as it is coming from here, see, this is how I give to the other hand and is going to this side. So remember always, when you are going to exchange the bow, you should not be holding this way. This is wrong. So the stick should go almost standing, standing position. So you have to hold at the bottom. Don't try to hold at the top, because again you will be ending up with at one end of the bow. So what you should do is, the bow is coming, and try to hold it, lift the bow little up and hold it at the bottom of the bow, and it goes upward. Okay, we are going to do number 5. Okay, ready, ready. Number 5th rotation, yoi, starting, ready, start. This is, we call it as full body circular, okay, circling rotation, full body rotation. This is number 5th rotation. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, number 6th rotation is that you have to use the same way, same rotation, but instead of exchanging the hand, you will be using 2 bows. So one bow, as I told you, it will be just downward, and the other bow is also downward. You will be doing 2 sides rotation, which I have explained in the 13th rotation. The same thing, but without any movement. You will be standing straight in the stationary stance, and you will be doing. Please take 2 bows, guys. Ready. We can see now the 6th rotation, how it will be. Ready. Ready, Kyosuke, ready, ready. Number 6 rotation, ready, start. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Okay. Kyosuke, everyone, ready, ready. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching our channel, Shorintu Family Karate. If you like this video, my only request is that please subscribe to our channel if you are first time watching. Otherwise, if you feel that this video is good and useful for others, please share to your friends and make them watch and make them learn. So guys, I wish you all good luck in practicing this bow. Please try to do it. And our only aim should be not just demonstrations or showing off, but it should be for strengthening our upper body. Because in Kobudo, mainly what we need to do is, we have to learn the strikes. And to learn the strike, you should know how to hold the bow, how to have the good control of the bow. And this kind of rotations will help you to have a good control over your staff. So guys, please practice. Thank you so much for watching our channel, Shorintu Family Karate. Thank you, Kyosuke. Ready? Ready? Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.